Great. Hello, everyone, and thank you for joining us for Handmade Oxford Online. My name is Lucky, and I'm part of the Handmade in Britain team. Today, we are being joined by designer jeweler maker Sabine Konig. She's going to be taking us on a deep dive into what inspires her with her pearls. She loves pearls. She's a jeweler maker who uses pearls a lot, and we are very interested to find out what are her inspirations and see some of her beautiful designs. As always, this is an interactive session, so please do feel free to ask any questions in the chat box provided. But for now, I'm going to pass it over to you, Sabine.
Hi, hello everyone. Oops, what's happening? Okay. Hang on, I've still got this thing on my, well, I've got something in the middle of my screen, Lucky. I don't know how to get rid of it.
We can't see anything, so
oh, okay. It's just then. Okay, hello everyone. Yeah, basically I am in my studio at the moment. I live in Herne Bay, which is on the Kent coast, and I feel very lucky because I actually work in a log cabin in my garden. So I can give you a quick tour around my little workshop. I got my bench over here by the window. I pulled the blinds down because it was a bit bright. So yeah, basically this is my bench. Then I've got all my jewelry books and also lots of reference books. It's really hard to show you. It's not very professional. It's really hard to kind of do this and come up clearly. Anyway, yeah, so I am in the garden. And so, yeah, I think I've had the advantage of being able to work during lockdown because, you know, I could just go over here and continue. I mean, I've been a jeweler for, I can't even remember now, probably off and on 30 years. And I came over to England. I trained in Germany, came over to England, and I went to college in London, the John Cass School of Arts, which doesn't sadly exist anymore. But I come from a traditional jewelry background. And it's got its advantages because obviously I sort of know techniques. But I think when you do an apprenticeship, it kind of limits you a little bit with design. I feel it took me a lot longer to find my own way, my own designs. And yeah, initially I worked more with gemstones. I work in precious metals, silver and gold, and I use a lot of stones. I use a lot of diamonds. And when I started out, I don't know, pearls didn't really feature in my jewelry because when I was younger, I thought pearls were quite old-fashioned. But ever since then, I mean, they have made a comeback. You look in fashion magazines, and they're definitely, you know, been worn by young people as well. And there are just so many different pearls, and they're so interesting. You get so many different colors, you get so many different shapes that now, I mean, they are almost like the main gem that I use. And they are, even though most of the pearls nowadays are cultured, they're still a completely natural gem. The only difference is that whereas with a natural pearl, the pearl oyster kind of tries to protect itself. If a little foreign body, it could be a grain of sand, it could be a tiny insect, gets into the shell, and then it creates this sac and it kind of covers this irritant with several layers of nacre. Nacre is basically the mother of pearl, and that's how the pearl comes into existence. And by culturing the pearls, you know, yeah, we managed to create a supply, because I think it started in the Middle Ages. There was this craving for pearls, and once they were discovered, the Tahitian pearls were discovered in French Polynesia. It was almost they grow in, it's called the black-lipped pearl oyster, and they were almost extinct because yeah, the royals and the wealthy people were so keen on these kind of pearls. So when the first cultured pearls came on the market, which was a guy called Kokichi Mikimoto, he was a Japanese guy, he dedicated his whole life to experimenting, you know, to kind of perfect this process of inserting a little tiny nucleus into pearls. And I mean, he experimented with Akoya pearls. And it took him years and years and years till he got consistent results. So now, I mean, the Tahitian pearls are, I think the Tahitian and the South Sea pearls are really of
Oh, I think you are breaking up. Sorry, everyone. I think there may be an internet connection issue. Sabine, can you hear me?
Maxima margaritifera, I think, and it creates, and there's always just one pearl growing per pearl oyster, and the same for the South Sea pearls. The South Sea pearls, there are two different types. You've got the white-lipped and the gold-lipped, and it kind of refers to the color as well. The white-lipped, for example, are found of Australia, and the gold-lipped are found in the Philippines, Indonesia, so in warm waters. And they come in different sizes, and they're still quite rare. So you know, they are definitely on from price-wise, they're more expensive than the freshwater pearls, for example. I do use freshwater pearls as well. The freshwater pearls.
Sabine, sorry to jump in. Your connection keeps dropping down a little bit.
Oh, really?
Yes. It's.
Oh, I don't know what to do about that.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm really sorry.
That's okay. It's okay. Just carry on. It's just, yeah, sometimes you're freezing and then we can't really see all your beautiful like items. So
okay.
But it's okay. It's understandable. It happens.
Not much I can do about that.
Yeah, no,
so
that's
sorry.
fine. You carry on. You carry on. I'm just letting everyone aware.
Okay. Okay. Right. So I'm going to tell you about we talked about the Tahitian and the South Sea pearls. So the freshwater pearls, they're all farmed pearls. They're all cultured pearls nowadays, and they all come from China. The natural colors of freshwater pearls are not white as you would have thought, but they are more like a peachy, soft, sometimes soft pink color. And a lot of the freshwater pearls are dyed. So the white ones are bleached and the other ones are dyed, because, you know, you can get brown ones or green ones. They come in all kind of colors of the rainbow, but they're all dyed, so they're not natural colors. But this Laria, one of my Larias, they're all natural freshwater pearls. So they're all different hues of, yeah, peachy, cream, which I really love. Another type of pearl, which my personal favorite, is the Kishi Pearl. So the Kishi Pearl, I can show you. Oh, it's really hard. Can you see that?
Yeah, we can see that. If you just hold it up to the camera just a little bit closer, and just if you just hold it still, maybe we can just because the bandwidth is a bit low, but yeah, we can see how beautiful it's.
Yeah, it's hard. It's quite a large pearl.
Yeah.
And the Kishi pearls, they're almost like free-form pearls. So they happen when the pearl oyster expels the nucleus, the inserted nucleus, but it still continues to cover the area in nature. So you end up with these pearls, which are very three-dimensional, very sculptural. And the beauty of these ones are too that in this particular ring, I added a setting, a gold setting with a citrine, which picks up on the colors in the pearl. And because it's a natural material, I can basically shape it to my needs. I can file it. I can file a little groove in there for the setting to sit in. And I created like a little silver bezel underneath for the pearl to sit on. They're just so unusual, and the beauty with these is that none are the same. So each pearl is completely unique. So each ring, each pendant, whatever I do with them is a complete one-off, and I really like that about them.
Yeah.
And yeah, they really
Sabine,
lend them.
sorry to jump in. Could you just, while you're talking as well, can we just see that again? Can we just see the
Yeah,
details, like, in the camera? It is very unusual. You don't really see pearls looking like that.
I know, I know. I have a few more loose ones which I bought, and I want to do something with. I mean, I usually make them into rings, but I think next one will be a pendant.
Hmm.
Another Kishi pearl ring, which I think is on your website as well, is this one. Hang on. Which is
Wow.
quite a large pearl again. It's a lot bigger than in the other ring, and is a lot higher. But again, I think it's just really unusual, and yeah, it's kind of. I just love, just buying these loose pearls and then just sort of playing around with it and see, what I can do with it, what I can make out of it. And yeah, I think they're kind of the most inspirational ones. With the cultured pearls, with the round ones, I think the beauty lies obviously in the luster, which means, the shine of the pearl for the Tahitian pearls, for example. But with the Kishi pearls, they're just a lot more unusual as well. So these are also Kishi pearls. This is a strand. You can see them. They almost look like little, I don't know, like I don't know how to them really. Little plates, pearly plates, and they're top drilled. So yeah, they're like a little bunch of grapes, really, flat grapes. But again, they are kind of very 3D, very kind of three-dimensional.
Yeah, they're gorgeous. Absolutely beautiful. Do you have any other items that you could show us that you have in your shop?
I have. I can show you that's one of the pearls. It's a very simple, quite traditional pearl ring. I don't know whether you can actually, I don't think the color really comes out. So this is one of the really lovely golden South Sea pearls. And it is set in 18 karat yellow gold, which really just complements the color. And then another one is this Tahitian pearl, which is quite a typical color. It's got a kind of a gray, greeny gray color. And this one is palladium, and it's got little diamonds set all around it. So, I mean, they're quite beautiful. Some other very unusual pearls, which I discovered, I do go to a big a trade show in Germany every year. And there is one company, which is my favorite company, so for a pearl supplier. It's a Danish one. And they have, I don't know whether you can see that, they have Tahitian pearls, which are carved. So you can only do that with Tahitian or South Sea pearls because they are just, it needs a very consistent, thick nacre layer. So the nacre is made out of like, I don't know how many, but numerous layers of this mother of pearl. And it needs to be, you know, very consistent, because then if you can actually kind of carve into it. And these pearls are fascinating because each one is completely unique and completely different. And so they come from French Polynesia, but then they work with people in Vietnam and they hand carve them. So this one is like a little pendant. And then these ones are earrings. I don't know, when it stops moving, you can actually see. Can you actually see the little engraving on there?
Yeah, definitely. Definitely.
Yeah. So even as earrings, they're the same shape and the same size, but they're both different. They have a different pattern in them. And I really like that too. You know, each one I buy is a different pearl.
Absolutely beautiful. Really, really beautiful. The time has gone very quickly. So, unless would you like to show anything else that you have to hand?
I haven't really. I mean, I have more of sort of similar examples,
Yeah.
but I showed you the rings. I mean,
Mhm.
these are very pretty little, very plain Tahitian pearl earrings, but instead of having them drilled at the top, I drilled them at the bottom. So they got the pear shape basically facing down, and they got a very simple 18 karat white gold fitting. So yeah, sometimes less is more.
Definitely.
Just
That
sort
is
of
beautiful.
to show off the pearl. I mean, another thing I could just quickly say is, you know, that especially with this Danish company I work with, that pearls are more and more becoming sustainable, because people always are concerned about sustainability. So, you know, the emphasis is more now to work with the pearl farmers and, you know, regarding the environment as well. So it's really important, you know, that the water is very clean where these oysters are found. And especially for the Tahiti pearls, there are government regulations now, and I think that's definitely something, you know, that's close to my heart. I don't think it can be said for the freshwater pearls, unfortunately, in China, but definitely for the other pearls. And it's something I will kind of try, you know, to think about, you know, when I purchase pearls, because I know it's important to customers, you know, like even yeah, fair trade gold. And so yeah, it's a direction we have to go, I think, you know, to be considerate of the environment.
Wonderful. Amazing. Thank you so much, Sabine, and thank you everyone else for joining. That was brilliant and that was beautiful. Okay, yeah, we had a little technical issues, but that's all good. We saw your beautiful pieces. So everyone, please head over to Sabine's shop where you can see everything in detail, of course. And thank you again, Sabine, for giving us that really beautiful explanation behind your jewelry. So thank you again for everyone joining. We do have another session shortly to follow with textile artist Layla Shilash, so please join us for that. But for now, we'll say goodbye.
Thank you, Lucky.
Thank you. Bye, everyone.
Bye.